So, some years ago, I promised that I would talk a little bit about witchcraft. And I've been postponing it since then. I decided that the best way to start talk about witchcraft is about the 9 tasks of the wild witch. It starts with task 1. Allow the death of the good self. It means that accepting that the ever-watchful, protectful psyche is not suitable to be a guide to the future life. What is too good needs to die. It also means that assuming the reality of being alone, of developing one's awareness of the danger, and becoming alert for our own benefit. Let die what must die. As the all too good self dies, a new woman is born. The second task is report the dark nature. And that means learning to overcome the over-positive self. Discovering that being too nice, too kind won't make your life bloom. Learn to say no. Discovering that being too nice, too kind won't make your life bloom. Learn to say no. Experiencing oneself and its own dark nature, especially the exploitative and the jealous and the obsessive, rejecting these aspects of the self is very important. Create the best possible relationship with the worst parts of yourself. Let the tension build up between who has been learned and who has been really. Work towards letting the old self die so that the new instinctual self can flourish. Third task. Navigate the darkness. Consent and venture into the place of deep initiation as you enter into the forest. Begin to experience the new and seemingly dangerous luminal feeling of being immersive in instinctual power. Learn the sensitivity to the mysterious unconscious that relates to the direction and rely exclusive on one's inner senses. Learn and let the fragile and naive girl die, and let the woman be born. To be able to bear the sight of the wild goddess face without hesitation of going back. To familiarize yourself with the mysteries and the strangeness, allowing the fragile, too good child in a sex will languish even further. 5 tasks. Serving the non-rational. Staying with the witch goddess. Acclimate to the intense wild force of the female psyche. Come to recognize the power of the wild woman and her own power and the purifying powers within. 6th task. Separate this from that. Learning to discriminate meticulously to separate things from each other with the best discernment. Learning to make subtle distinctions. Learn to observe unconscious power and how it works even when the ego is unfamiliar. Learn more about life and death. 7th task. Ask about the mysteries. Ask and try to learn more about nature and the nature of life and how it works. Learning about the truth, about the ability to understand all elements of the wild nature. 8th task. Standing on all fours. Assuming the immense power to see and affect others. Seeing situations with a wide and prime view of nature. 9th and last task. Reshape the shadow. Using one's neat eyesight to recognize the negative shadow of your own psyche and the negative aspects of the people and events in the outside world, and react to them. Reframe the negative shadows of the psyche itself with a new soul of life as a nature wild witch.